a summary of what our dear Sheikh Imam al-Baqi has just uttered for all of us. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, may the peace and the blessings of the Almighty Allah be unto our Prophet Muhammad and to all the worthy servants of Allah. I would like to greet each and everyone for attending by singling out, first and foremost, Seck Mustafa Saho, President of the local chapter of our association. To thank also our friends, Wally, Sabrina, Alan, and Polly. To thank the representatives of the brotherhoods, whether Tijani, Qadri, or the Lai family. I want to thank Allah for this opportunity. But I also would like to express my gratitude to Alan for reminding me that this is the 8th anniversary of this proclamation in this great city. Indeed, I was the one sent by Sheikh Muhammad al-Murtada to come and receive it from the city of Los Angeles. The Sheikh himself wanted to make the journey, Sheikh Muhammad al-Murtada, but he could not. He sent me the first time with Sheikh Sambay, the great scholar, and a strong delegation. After that, in 2003, I was honored to come back and receive the proclamation for the Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba Day in Los Angeles. Our celebration has a deep meaning because the choice for Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba is not hazard. Certainly, this city did not know fully who Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba was, but they knew of his humanity. They knew of his intent to disseminate education and world peace. They knew also of his exemplifying all that is to know and to love in someone that all mankind can emulate. This is why, in my opinion, the choice was made to issue a proclamation for the celebration of his life and his legacy. They knew that he was a Muslim, but he was an exemplary Muslim. Religion has never had a problem if well displayed. The disciples also, in the eyes of the city, as far as I know, earned it by practicing what they learned from the teachings of Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba. Therefore, I want to also commend you and congratulate you for what you have done, for your conduct to trigger the celebration that we've been having together for the last 8 years. I also want to greet you on behalf of Sheikh Sidi Mokhtar Mbake, our General Khalif. He is in Touba, but you all know that his heart is with us today here. He has designated me to be his representative, the representative of our brotherhood abroad. And I do not take it as a badge of honor. Rather, I take it as an opportunity to serve for all mankind. Religion has always been a phenomenon with challenges. Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba was a spiritual leader who, in the footsteps of others, were what we call Sufis. Historically, Tasawwuf is what came about after the 4 Caliphs departed from this earth. They were the ones that were eyewitnesses to what the Prophet Muhammad was doing in Mecca and Medina. But when they passed away, or when they passed on, we had other leaders that came forward to take the torch and take it beyond the shores or the lands of the Hijaz in Saudi Arabia. Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba knew that great work was done, but he knew that greater work shall be done, and he intended to be the one to do exactly that, greater work. he, in the footsteps of Prophet Muhammad, earned his title. Because when the Prophet Muhammad passed away, there were some confusion. Looks like the teachings were fading away. And that is in those times that we need someone that will come and revive the religion of Allah. We have had the same phenomenon after other prophets of Allah. Men have tampered with scriptures throughout history. We are blessed by the Almighty Allah declaring that we will guarantee the Quran after making it descend on earth. And Sheikh Bamba wanted to partake in the safekeeping of that legacy and that teaching, and all his life was to exemplify that. It is essential also as Muslims, if we claim to be followers of that path of Murid or Islam in general, to do our utmost best to live by those instructions. It is unbecoming to claim to be a spiritual leader and have people come and follow you when in fact you will not lead them towards God's approbation, but rather to satisfy maybe your own agenda instead of teaching what Allah has passed on to the Prophet Muhammad and through him to other worthy servants like Sheikh Bamba, to anyone that claims to be a leader, and have men and women come forward to be your followers. What is essential for us is once again to earn our reputation as followers of Sheikh Bamba, and to know that he paid a great price to earn his title as Khadim Rasul. Before taking that responsibility, he knew what he had to undergo, and he did it nobly. Therefore, we as Murids have to only abide by that legacy and apply his teachings and gain God's approbation, inshallah. I'm trying to summarize so that we can go on to the lecture, but at the same time, I would like to give in detail the last part of his speech, where he said that Sheikh Muhammad Murtada's work does not stop. And because it doesn't stop, our job is to expand it. Therefore, I want to declare today that we have expanded that work into a university system. Our K through 12 was named after the great institute of Al-Azhar. It is historical and great. But we believe that Sheikh Bamba did a greater work. Therefore, it is only proper that when we go to a higher system of university, that his system bears his name, the University Sheikh Bamba. We also want to make sure that it is not limited to teaching only religion. We want to make sure that we teach Islam, of course, but we also want to expand it to world cultures so that we can be balanced and be helpful to our fellow human beings. We want to help the international world, if not economically, at least to help people when it comes to their education. Because with education, one can reach any height that they want to. I want to also thank everyone who partake in this endeavor. I want to thank Alan for what you do also to promote world education. We at Al-Azhar and in this university system added more departments in the form of a travel agency so that we can help people move about and visit those historical places where Sheikh Bamba did his work and other places of note for our common humanity. I also want to inform you that it is my duty to help so that we can recognize people that claim to be leaders that are claiming to be of Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba's school, but invite people, and when they join us, they prove to be nothing more or nothing less than just imposters, have their own agenda to satisfy and take care of these masses. This has to stop. And the way to stop it is by simply investigating what we are entering into, make sure that it is in conformity with what Allah says in the book, what the Prophet Muhammad taught, and what Sheikh Ahmad Bamba taught, exemplified by his family. And to once again thank everyone for attending and helping men, women, and children. I want to thank the American authorities because for 23 years we've been coming here, practicing our religion without any hindrance from the government. Rather, they would help us at a federal, state, and local level. This is a testimony that religion has no problem when displayed properly. We've been having this honor for the last 23 years, and we are forever grateful. This is, in a nutshell, what I want to communicate to you, and to pray to the Almighty Allah to give us many, many more years to work together in peace and brotherhood, and I pray that He showers His blessings on this country, the United States of America, and indeed the entire human race. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.